Hey guys, well today we are talking about another smart home device in my house. Now I did tell you and bring you guys in when I was talking about my Nest Mini and my Google Home Hub, and honestly I've really loved adding new and awesome things into my house. And the next one that we're going to be talking about is the TP-Link Kasa Smart Switch Wi-Fi switches that do not require a hub, which means that you can put these on any light switches that you want in your house, connect them to your phone, and be able to turn on and off lights either with Google or through your phone. This is really great. Now I'm going to break this review up into 4 different categories. We're going to be talking about the switches themselves, my routines, the cost, and installation. Now I will warn you, I will not be showing you installation in this video. I will put links in the description below so you guys can see more about how to install them. But when you buy this and you download the app, it does show you a step-by-step process of how to install these if you want. If you're not comfortable with that, you can always call an electrician out to install these. They are not a difficult thing to install, but if they worry you, it is something that you can call and have them do. Now, I have 6 switches in my house. I have my porch light, my kitchen light, my mudroom. I have my living room lights, my living room fan, and my bedroom fan. Now, I wanted to have different switches because I wanted to have it set up when I created routines. I knew certain things that I would be doing. Like when I come home, I want to be able to turn my porch lights on and my living room lights on, or my porch light and my kitchen lights, depending on which door I come in, either the front door or the back door. And this allows me to have lights on at night without having to worry about them staying on all day or putting them on a timer. I can turn them on and off when I want them from anywhere that I have cell service. Now I have certain routines where I say the magic word plus something and it will do whatever I'm setting it up for. So the magic word plus good night turns off all of my lights in my house, sets my AC to a certain temperature, and then tells me the weather currently and the weather for the next day. And this is great because it means that when I go to bed, I don't have to turn off all of my lights as I walk to my bedroom. I can just say goodnight and the things that are on are going to be turned off. That's awesome. The next routine that I really like to use is the magic word plus I'm leaving. And what this does is it turns my house off again like I'm going to bed, except without the weather and all of that. It sets my house to eco mode. We're going to talk about my Nest thermostat in another review, but overall, I like to be able to have everything in my house turn off as I leave, so that way that I know that I'm not wasting power while I'm off all day. And I don't even know if I'm going to be home at night or when I'm going to be home at night, so I know that I can always have my lights on when I want to walk in the front door. Now the last one that should be a routine but isn't is I'm home. And that's where it would turn on the porch light and the living room light. However, I did find an issue that being out in the country, my cell service is sometimes spotty, so I found that occasionally, for whatever reason, my phone decides, oh, hey, now you're home at 3 o'clock in the morning while I'm asleep, and it decides to start turning on kitchen lights and porch lights and living room lights. So I don't set that as a routine. I just turn that on through the Kasa app. As you can see here, you can just go and turn on each individual one and see which ones are on from anywhere, which means that, I'm at the airport. Did I remember to turn off my lights? Turned off. Super easy. Now let's talk about the cost. Now you can purchase this at Home Depot for about $24.38. You can pick it up at Lowe's online for about $40, or you can go and buy a brand new from Amazon for $15. Now there is a cheaper method, and that method is buying on Amazon used. Now the reason that people probably return most of these is not that they're not working, but because they don't have a neutral wire. Basically you have to have your ground, your white, which is neutral, and then 2 black wires. And houses built in the 1960s and before that typically don't have that neutral wire. And without that, this thing doesn't work, as you are putting power into this at all times so that way that it can function. So if you are questioning, can I use this? Pull the cover off, verify that you have a black, white, and possibly a copper or green, depending on how your house was built and when it was built. As long as you have all of those colors, you'll be fine. Now, again, I got this used, so it cost me really only $11.30 per light switch, which means that you can save a lot of money by buying them used. So that's a method that I recommend. If you can pick them up used, buy them used, and hey, you can install more for a little bit less money. Now let's talk about that installation. As I said, you needed all of those wires, and it's very simple to go and pull off most covers. Now this was a 3-way box that I removed this switch, so I do have 6 screws. You're going to pull this off without really needing to do anything other than that. You're not going to be poking around before you go and purchase this. You're going to pull this off, take a look, and verify that you have all of the correct wires. Once you do that, then you're going to go and purchase this, put your cover back on, and wait until it shows up. Once it shows up, then you're going to download the Kasa app, and it's going to walk you through the entire installation process, from pulling the old light switch out, installing the new light switch, and adding it to the Kasa app as well as your Google Home. Makes it super simple and easy, because that's what they want. They want you to have an easy time installing their product without all of the headache of, did I do this right? Now, if you are going to install this, make sure you have flashlights, as you are going to be turning off the power to any switch that you're going to be working on. Make sure that everything is turned off before you start poking around, or else you could electrocute yourself. Overall, I love these switches. I love being able to use them in my house for everything. I use my switches all the time. Hey Google, turn off the living room fan. Super simple.
Turn off the living room fan.
Super simple, super easy. Gotta love it. And for a low price of about $11.30 per switch, this isn't a bank-breaking project for you, and something that really can update your house like that. Guys, I'm Atticus James with atticusjames.com. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.